What it is, it's just hard. It's just easier to go chase more work and do more work in an inefficient, broken system than it is to revolutionize what we're doing and become the absolute best construction and industrial firm in America and go from where you are to 5 billion or 7 billion because everybody is magnetized to come to work for you because no one else is doing it. So where do you do it? This is where I think you do it. You go back to your company and you say, where's the sweet spot? How do we maximize discretionary effort? So I call it 20-60-20. I ran crews before I went to college and all, and most groups of people, most companies, most anything is 20-60-20. Upper 20 is what creates the drive. So you look in your own companies, your upper 20 is what? Foremen, lead men, drivers, they're early, technically proficient, great with other people, engage in mentoring. They're that upper pyramid, that's how you make your money. On a crew, you got 8 people on a crew, couple people are your upper 20. When I ran work, I mean, it's me and my lead man, and we're pulling everybody else along. Then what do you have? The bottom 20. The bottom 20 or 30. Bottom 20 or 30 are not performing very well, can't do it, won't do it, work maybe half the amount of hours, work only when it's busy. So where's the sweet spot? The sweet spot is the middle 60. The sweet spot is the people who have not yet reached their full potential, and we're going to use engagement to try to reach them to maximize their effort and bring more of them up to the top level. The upper 20, they don't need it. The bottom 20, they're not worth it. But in most companies, most people spend most of their time with the upper and bottom 20. The upper 20 because you like them and you respect them, and the bottom 20 because they're a pain in the ass. And the middle 60, just like in 4th grade, get completely ignored by the teacher. The middle 60 haven't made up their mind yet. There's 7,000 of them in API right now. 7,000 middle 60s waiting for someone to give them a better reason why. And guess what? If you decide not to go for full-on engagement and not to double down and not to get your foreman and superintendents engaged, someone's going to do it for you. Someone is going to do this for you, and I'll tell you who it's going to be. Out of these 3 groups up here, upper 20, bottom 20, middle 60, who spends the most time in the workplace trying to get people to see it their way? Who spends the most time trying to influence people to see it their way out of those 3 groups of people? Would the person next to you answer that question? Who do you think it is? How many said it's the top 20? How many said it's the bottom 20? Okay, 100 hands go up. Great. So can we tie this together here? We're letting the bottom 20 unduly influence the outcomes. Is anybody surprised we live in a world of 4 and 30? Oh, there's engagement going on, all right. And it's been going on for the last 20 years because we've been absent from the playing field. And it's time we're going to get back on the playing field. We're going to squeeze out the bottom 20, and we're going to empower people. And the idea is you take half those middle 60s and move them up, you'll be unbelievable. You'll be unbeatable. Forget about the bottom 20. All you got to get is half those people to say, I'm in. And I'm in with my discretionary effort because API cares about me as a person. You can't pay them into that position. What do they want? Here are the top criteria. Engagement criteria, I cross-reference a number of different studies, but this is probably the best that I could come up with. Number 1, recognition. People are just starving for recognition. And in our business, we're going to talk about how to take that home at the end of my presentation. 2, career opportunity and path. Where am I going? Right? Out of those 12,000 people, if we line them all up and said, so where are you going in your career? How many of them could articulate at API how that could happen for them? 3, clear and honest communication. Tell us what's going on. Tell us what's coming down. Tell us where we fit in. Tell me how I belong. Am I just a number, or do I really fit in here? 4, ability to do what they do best. I think everybody likes that. Everybody's like, I want to see and be proud of myself, and you kind of get the self-esteem. And 5 is pay. But the critical one for today, at least for my point today, is the bottom there. 84% of how an employee feels about their company relates to their immediate supervisor. Right?